Let's see how to use Python to send an email from our Gmail account. We're going to start by heading over to accounts.google.com. First, we're going to choose Security from here. And here's the part that's of interest to us, how you sign in to Google. So you can see that the first entry here is two-step verification. As you can see, for me it's already on, but if in your case it's off, you're going to have to turn it on. So just click on it and follow the steps to turn on two-step verification. Once we have two-step verification enabled, we can move on. So the next thing we're going to do is search app passwords. And here we can see it on the list, app passwords, so let's choose it. In this page, we can generate the password that we'll use in our Python script to send the emails. So first we need to select app. And as you can see, there are all kinds of options here, but we don't want any of them, so we'll choose other, custom name. And you can type in any name you want. I just go with Python mailer. And let's generate. And here we can see the password that was generated. Now is the only chance we get to copy this password. Once we click on done, it will be hidden and there is no way to recover it. So make sure you copy this password before clicking on done. I'm just going to leave this page open for the time being. So now that we have our app password, we can move on to writing our Python script. First, we need to import smtp-lib. And we also need mime text from email.mime.text. Next, I'll save my email in a variable so we can use it throughout the code. Great. Next, we need to configure the SMTP server. We're using Gmail, so the SMTP server is simply smtp.gmail.com. And we also need to define the SMTP port, which is going to be 587. We now need to create the email object, which is actually a MIME text object. And we can also provide the body of the email while creating this object. We can now provide the subject of the email. And we also need to provide the from and the to email addresses, and I'm going to use my own email for both of them. We now need to use the SMTP-lib library to create a secure connection with the Google's SMTP server. And as parameters, we need to provide the SMTP server and the SMTP port. And we now need to upgrade the connection to a secure one using the startTLS function. Once we have the secure connection, we can log in using our username and password. Now, the username is simply our email address, and the password is the one we just generated from Google App Passwords. All that's left now is simply sending the email. And after we send the email, we should close the connection by quitting the server. Let's try to run our program. And the SMTP server has to be a string, of course. Let's try again. And the email was sent. And since I sent the email to myself, I can simply open my Gmail account. And here we can see the email we just sent.